everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing another video this week. I know I've usually been uploading on a Sunday night, but today I'm going to try uploading on a Thursday in Australia morning, and you guys just let me know if this time sort of is good for you guys. I'm hoping that I can switch up to doing 2 videos a week on this channel in the new year, and I figured Christmas time would be a great time to try that out because I have a lot of videos to do and Christmas is in like 4 days or something like that, so time is running out. So I thought I'd pump out another one this week and show you guys some of the things that I bought for the kids this year. I have to admit that I am not 100% finished yet. I'm still waiting on a couple of orders to arrive, and a few of those are like handmade items, handmade clothing items for the boys. So once they do arrive, I'll have to do like some social media posts about them, or if you guys want to see like a try on video, then I'm more than happy to do something like that on this channel. I'm also still working on a piece for Louie's birthday. You may notice throughout this video that Heidi and Louie get a lot more than Archie, and reason being for that is because I've chucked in their birthday presents into this haul as well, because Heidi's birthday, as you guys may have noticed on our daily vlogs the other day, was on the 20th of December. Then of course we have Christmas on the 25th, and then Louie's birthday is the 29th of December. So it is a crazy period for us. I'm also very excited to announce that this year my brother has become engaged to a lovely lady who has 2 little boys of her own. So I have 2 new nephews to buy for, one of whom's birthday is on the 28th of December. So I've thrown their Christmas and birthday present, or one of them's birthday presents, into this haul as well. And on top of that, my best friend has 3 children, 2 of which have birthdays in December, so I've thrown in a couple of their presents to show you guys as well. So this is really just going to be like a huge kiddie haul. So if you guys have kids around the age ranges of 2 to 8, then there is a lot here that you guys can get inspiration from. Might be a little bit late for Christmas this year, but of course when you always have birthdays coming up and Christmas seems to roll around so quickly these days, it might give you a little bit of inspiration for next year. So just quickly before I start off, each year I try to get the children a present from each of 4 categories, and those categories are something you want, something you need, something to wear, and something to read. And that's like a little rhyme or a little poem that I picked up a couple of years ago and thought, what a great idea. It sort of encourages you to cover all bases for a child, or for anybody really, when you're buying for them for Christmas or birthdays. And I've tried to stick by that every year, just so it gives the child a little bit of variety, and it means that I can get them like clothes and books and things like that without feeling guilty about it as well. Like, it just makes sure that you're covering all the bases, and of course you don't have to buy all of these things for your children, but it has been something that's been really helpful for me. So if you guys out there have been using this rhyme for yourself, or you haven't even heard of it before, then let me know in the comments, because I'm very interested to hear about what everybody else has bought for their kids this year and what sort of rules and things you guys go by in purchasing. Now, today I'm only going to show you the something the kids want and something to wear, and then I'll show you guys something they need and something to read in a separate video, because I feel like it's just going to be too much. I'm going to be here for ages, so I am going to jump straight into it and start showing you guys some of the purchases that I have made. And of course, when the other items arrive, I'll make sure to post them on Snapchat or Instagram or Facebook. I'll surprise you guys, so make sure you guys are following me on all of those social media accounts, and the links will be down below in the description box as always. Alright, so I'm going to start with something to wear and work my way from the bottom to the top. So I'm going to start with shoes, you guys. Firstly, I promised myself that this year I was going to invest in some more expensive shoes for Heidi, and there's a few brands out there that I absolutely adore, and I thought, yep, I'm going to grab some of these because even though they're expensive, I know she'll just get so much wear out of it. But I didn't end up doing that, because I actually came across a couple of pairs of shoes for little girls that were on the cheaper end, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are adorable. I'm just going to purchase a couple of pairs of these, so then she's got a little more variety in her wardrobe. So the first pair that I picked up are these ones. These are just from Big W, and they were $12. So they were really well priced. They're made of a synthetic leather, so not real leather, but they do feel like a real leather, and they're not patent at all, which I don't tend to like patent shoes for anyone, not for kids, not for myself, just because I find that they scuff up really easy and they can look really dirty, whereas these are like a matte faux leather. So I think they look really stylish, and I would totally wear these shoes for myself, especially now that summer has rolled around in Australia. So I think they're going to look really cute with a couple of the pairs of little shorts and things that I bought her, which you guys will see in a minute. Now, the second pair of shoes that I got Heidi are just these little animal print ones. These were originally $12 from Best and Less. However, they were having a sale, so they came down to $8. So I thought they were a really good buy. And once again, I think they're going to look really cute on Heidi's little feet with the little outfits that I purchased for her. And the animal print means that they'll pretty much go with anything. A lot of the clothing items that I have bought Heidi are either white or denim, so this is the kind of print that would go with that really nicely. And then I bought Heidi a third pair of shoes. They're just a very plain canvas pair of shoes. These were $5 from Target. And I just like them. I've bought so many pairs of these for my children in the past, whether they be white or black, and they slip on really easily, which means the kids can put the shoes on themselves. And when they do get dirty, which they do, you can just throw them in the wash. Now, once you put them in the wash, they do start to sort of not break down, but they do start to look a little bit old. They don't look as fresh. But when they're $5, you can just wash them a couple of times, and then when they do start to look a little bit old and shabby, just go and buy another pair. For Archie, I bought these little shoes from Cotton On Kids. They came on sale down to $10 from, I think, about $25. And while they're not particularly good for summer at the moment, I think they're going to look really great in winter, especially because he is going to kindergarten in the new year. So he's going to need something that is like hard wearing and durable, but I also think they're really stylish. So they'll look really cute on him, and they have a zip down the side as well, which makes it a lot easier for him to be able to put them on and take them off by himself. The next pair of shoes I bought for Archie, these ones were originally $30 from Cotton On Kids. I don't think I mentioned that the pair that I just showed you were also from Cotton On Kids. These ones are so cute. I love the little stripe on them. They're like a little boat style shoe, and they came down to like, I think they're about 40% off on sale. So they did come down to a really good price. And once again, there's something that I think that he can take off and put on really easily himself and look pretty stylish, if I do say so myself. And once again, I've got another pair for Archie from Cotton On Kids. These ones are like a more boat shoe moccasin type style, which I've always loved. I think that's just so cute on a little boy or even on a man. I love the moccasin style shoes, or loafer style shoes, I think they actually are. These are a navy color, which is like my signature color for my kids. I love navy. And once again, these ones are easy for Archie to slip on and take off by himself. So I love that about them. Moving on to Louis, I got these, which are just the same pair as Heidi. I think these ones, they were either Big W or Target, and they were just $4, no, $5. Doesn't actually say whether it was Big W or Target. It was one of those, but they're always about $5 from those stores, just the canvas slip-ons. Louis still needs a little bit of help putting his shoes on, especially because he doesn't know the difference between left and right, but it makes it a lot easier for me to just be able to slip these ones on, and like I said before, it's easy to wash, so I thought they'd be a good pair for him. And I also grabbed another pair in the black as well. And lastly, for Louis' shoes, these were ones from Target, and they came down to $5 as well. For some reason in Australia, we don't sell gumboots in summer. We only sell them in winter, but our summers are a lot rainier than our winters. So I don't know why they don't really sell them, but they don't seem to. I did manage to find these were the last pair, little black gumboots. I love having my boys in long pants, especially come winter. So, I mean, I do kind of understand why they don't have them in summer. I love putting them in long jeans in winter and little gumboots over the top. I think it looks so cute. And they're hard wearing for the boys, which if you guys have boys, you'll know that they get into all kinds of crazy mischief. So these are ones that he can wear outside, and then they can just have a little rinse off and be looking like new again. All right, so I just picked up Heidi's clothes pile, and it is massive, whereas the boys, not so massive. There's like a pair of shorts each, a shirt each, and then a button-up shirt each. So I'm gonna try and get through Heidi's clothing really quickly, and like I said, I will touch base again on social media with the boys, the rest of the boys' clothes when they arrive too. All right, so to start off with, I've got these gorgeous little pair of denim shorts or puckers from Lacy Lane. This has always been one of my favorite brands, and the girls who started this brand are insane. Like, they just are so clever and have such an eye for style, and every time they have a release come out, I'll promise myself that I'm not going to purchase everything, and then I find myself desperately wanting to buy everything. So they're doing a good job with that. These are just a little pair of denim ones. I love any shade of blue, but denim is one of my favorites, and these ones are going to go with everything. So I picked those up for her, and these are called the Lola Puckers, I believe. I also purchased this gorgeous blouse for her. It is called the Francesca blouse. You'll notice it has two ties here that tie at the neck and make a little bow. So I just love that that's a different style, which is something that's sort of like a little statement piece. And I know that sounds crazy to put on a child, but I just love that it really stands out. And I love it when my children can stand out and be individual. And I think this top is something that allows her to do that. Another item from Lacy Lane is this little top here. It's just a little collared blouse, and I love the color purple of it. And it came with, or it didn't come with, but I purchased it with these pucker shorts, which is like a nice lavendery purple floral print that has green, blue, and pink tones in it. And I thought it was a really cute combination. So I went ahead and bought matching suspenders to go with it. So I think those three items are going to look really cute together on Heidi. Moving on to the next brand, I picked up this gorgeous, gorgeous flowy dress from a brand called the Deer and the Daisy, and this is a handmade brand. One of my favorites of all time. The style of this dress is to die for. You'll notice it's got like a little ruffle just below the neck, so it sort of looks like a little flutter sleeve on. And I actually let Heidi already wear this one for her birthday. I just thought it was a perfect birthday dress, and it's really lightweight. Like, you'll notice that it has a little bit of transparency to it, so it is a very lightweight fabric, very breathable, and I just think the style is classic. It looks gorgeous on my child, so I was really happy with that piece. And then another item from the Deer and the Daisy, which I plan to give Heidi for Christmas, is this little pinafore here. It's a blue and white light stripe, which, as I said before, blue, I just love any shade of blue. And it goes down at the back, so Heidi can wear either a little top underneath or just nothing. Personally, I like it when they have sort of nothing on underneath, so it's just really breathable and a really nice option for them to wear in summer when it does get so hot. And it is quite short as well, which I do love. I think little girls can really get away with it. And yeah, I love this style. I think it's really lovely. Another piece that I got from the Deer and the Daisy is this long sleeve tunic here. It's made out of, I think, cheesecloth, and it actually has a little tie here that ties up at the back, so it's easy for your little one's head to get into. And it's just gorgeous. I love the way this one flows. So you guys will have to make sure to let me know if you want to see a whole try on haul of this, because I really want to show you guys what I mean when I talk about the way that certain items sit and look on Heidi or Archie or Louie as well. Next, I'm moving on to the little blush, which is 100% my favorite handmade brand ever. And not just because my best friend is the designer behind this brand, but it is a genuinely gorgeous brand. So I bought this little crop top, and you'll notice that it's got ties on either side. So it's like a bib style top, and it's got a little keyhole in the back there. And this is like, I don't know, it's like a linen fabric. I don't know if you can see, but once again, it's quite a transparent fabric, so it's really breathable for summer. And it actually comes in a set. So there's a pair of bloomers out of the same blush colored fabric that go with it. And you'll just notice they look really cute together. I also have a few other items which I bought this year from the little blush, but had to give to Heidi on the spot, and that was her pearl dress, which is one of the little blush's signature items. It's in their forever collection, so that item is never going to be discontinued with them. And Heidi wears that dress every year, just around the Christmas period, because I think it's such a gorgeous Christmas dress, but it's something that can be worn all throughout the year as well. So she wears that one everywhere. And then Heidi was lucky enough to be able to model this little romper piece for the little blush, so they gifted us this piece, and I think it's so cute. I was sort of worried that Heidi had grown out of the onesie stage in her life, but this outfit looks so cute on her. I took her to IKEA wearing it the other day, and I didn't think it looked weird at all, a child of that age wearing it, especially because she had a little white tee underneath, but you could also have like a long sleeve white tee, or you could even turn it around backwards because it does have a high back and have nothing underneath. So that one is one that can be changed up quite a fair bit, which creates a few different looks, which you always gotta love when you're a parent and you're struggling to find new outfits for your children all the time and they're wearing the same thing constantly. Moving on, I bought Huddy a few country road pieces, which are usually more on the more expensive side, but they do have excellent sales. So if you're gonna buy from there, I highly recommend doing so in the sales. And the clothes last for a really long time as well. So depending on your budget, I do think that they're worth the purchase. This is the first little pair of shorts that I bought from there. So cute. I think they're gonna look so gorgeous on Huddy. They're actually the size 2 and she's just turned 5, but she has such a little bottom and such small hips that these fit her perfectly. And I'm gonna save those till Christmas. Next, I bought this gorgeous white tunic top. It's one that's quite sheer as well, so I think it's gonna be really nice when we go on our beach trips and things. But I'm not gonna let her wear it too much because white plus children's staining is never a good mix. Sometimes you can only soak them so much. Next, I purchased these 2 separate pieces, which obviously form together to make a set. It's just a little pair of culottes or skirt, I think you would call them, and then a top that has a nice little frill around the neck, and I think they are going to look really gorgeous together, particularly with Huddy's little white crossover sandals that I bought. Imagine that, so cute. And then lastly, I just bought these little pair of chambray shorts from Cotton On Kids. I think they came down to about $15, so they were a really good buy, and I just think that they're going to be something that she could just chuck on easily on the weekends when she's playing around the house or going outside. Alright, so moving on to the boys, I've got them these little tops from Bo Hudson. I've got one for Archie in the size 4 and one for Louie in the size 2. I love that they're the blue and cream stripe and they're a long line tee as well. So they'll hang down that little bit lower, which is a very cute style, I think. And like I said, I've got them both one of those so they can be little matching brothers. And then just from Best and Less, these shorts, I think they're about $4, you guys, $6.50. I think I got them for $4 in a sale. And they have the lower crotch line here, which if you have boys or any children for that matter, these are a really great option just because they give them a little more room in that area when they're wearing nappies and things, and when they're running around they're not feeling restricted. So I love these little shorts and the design on them is so cute. Then I got these little pair of shorts for Archie from H&M. They're just a grey and white stripe. I think they're going to be really good for kindergarten, and even though they don't have like elastic in them, I think they will be easy enough for him to slip up and down. And I just love that they've got the little short legs that are rolled up at the bottom. I think they're gonna look really cute with his boat shoes. Moving on, I bought this top for Archie from the brand Alfie. These are called party shirts and they're just simple button-up shirts with the collar on them. They're kind of like, they remind me of old bedsheet material, and they kind of have that smell as well, which I love because it's like a real vintage feel about it. And last year I tried to start the tradition of buying one for Archie every year for his birthday, and I wanted to do the same for Louie. However, I ended up getting them one for Christmas because I want Archie to be able to wear his new one to Louie's birthday, and I want Louie to wear his new one on his birthday. So I got them and added them to their Christmas present just so I could make an excuse for myself to buy one for Archie as well. And so here is the one that I got for Louie. How 90s is it, you guys? I love, love, love this print. And I think with Louie's like olive complexion, I think this is gonna look really cute on him too. Moving on to the toys, Santa was lovely enough this year to drop off a few of the presents that he had gotten for the kids, just so I could show you guys a little sneak preview. So I'm gonna go through some of the things that we've gotten this year and talk about why I like them. So firstly, I've gotten this huge classic truck for Louie. He really needed a good dump truck, and these ones are like the cast iron, I think it's called die cast actually, and they're built to last as well because they're not that plastic material, so they're not going to fade in the sun and just last longer really. For Archie, we've gotten this Speed Chaser battery operated road racing set. He's very into cars and trucks at the moment, so this is something which I feel like he'll get a lot of use out of. And yeah, it's more of a plastic item which I don't love personally, but this is something that I knew he would really like. So this is one that Santa dropped off for us early. Once again, another plastic item. This is one that our children get a lot of use out of though. The kids have had a few Duplo sets before and I just put them all in one large container. And if you watch the daily vlogs, you will know that Archie in particular plays with these sets every single night. And Louis is very much into them as well. So this is one which will probably go to Louis, however, still divvying up the presents. Then once again, if you guys have watched the daily vlogs, you will know that Heidi's been asking for a maker since the beginning of the year. So good old Santa had to figure out what a maker was. So we've just gotten a making chocolate set. I remember back a few months ago, there was a chocolate set that she was talking about that she wanted. So that's one of the items. And then Shopkins. Not a huge fan of Shopkins at all, but this is something that she can get crafty with and make stuff out of. So Santa took one for the team there and got that for Heidi, even though it's not my favorite item. Next, I purchased the Lego Classic box. This was, I think, $30 down to $20 from Big W. And I thought this would be a good present for either Archie, because he's getting that little bit older that he could cope with the smaller Lego pieces, or for my nephew who is turning 5, it might be a good birthday present for him because he is very creative and gets a lot of joy out of building things, and Lego is something that allows him to do that. Moving on to my favorite items, I've got this set from a shop called Knock on Wood Toys. They're one of my favorite children's toy stores located in Brisbane. They do have an online store as well. This is the Tap Tap Space Kit. And as you can see, it comes in a box with a whole bunch of nails and a hammer and a board. And then it comes with a whole bunch of cards as well. And each card outlines a different rocket ship or UFO or something. And the aim of the activity is for the child to find those pieces and then assemble them in the same way that they are assembled on the card. So it's sort of starting them off, you know, learning how to read instructions and build things. And it is very creative. It allows them to develop their fine motor skills. And yeah, I'm thinking maybe this one might be a good one for Archie, but if not, it will definitely be one that will be for my nephew. I can't make the decision. I mean, really, I probably should have purchased 2 of these because they are a very good one. And they come in a bunch of different themes as well. Like there's a professional one, there's a truck one. So it is a set that if your child likes it, you can go ahead and buy more of those. And like I said, I did just buy them from Knock on Wood Toys. It's a store that I have been visiting for years, and I like the fact that I can either go in store because I do live close, or go online, which is originally how I bought my first order from there, and it shipped straight away. And all of the toys there are good quality wooden toys which last forever. And I've said a few times throughout this video that I'm not a big fan of plastic toys and toys that have little bits and things because they get lost so easily. Whereas with the wooden pieces that I've purchased from there before, we've had for years, the kids will play with every day and they still look brand new. So they don't deteriorate and you really get your money's worth out of them. So when your children grow out of it, you can either pass it down, you can resell it, you can donate it, and have the confidence that children are going to still be playing with it in like 30, 40 years time because they are that good quality. And I know this because James has toys that are wooden that he's had from when he was a child and they're still in good nick that our kids play with. So that is why I do prefer generally to spend the extra bit of money to get the wooden toys that are quality, because they do last a lot longer. Now, because Louis is a little cooking fanatic, he loves the toy kitchen that we have. He's constantly in it and mixing up things and getting into my kitchen and getting out bowls and mixing spoons and all that kind of stuff. This is what I got for him. It's like a little mixer set. Originally, a couple of years ago, I really wanted to get Heidi I think it's called Pin Toy Honey Baked Mixer Set. And it's like a girly themed, basically the same thing, but more of a girly theme one. Whereas they do actually have them in gender neutral or boys colors as well. So I was really happy to come across this one. It's got a little dial on the top of it where the kids can sort of turn their mixer around manually. It lifts up like a real mixer would, like a real KitchenAid would. And then it's got a spatula, a rolling pin, and a cookie tray. It also has a dial on it and a little on-off switch, so he can really get creative with that and pretend that he's having his little mixing session in the kitchen. I'm really excited for him to get this one in particular. Then also from Knock on Wood Toys, I also purchased this cool Jenga set, which is like, it's not the Jenga brand, but personally I prefer this brand better just because it does support the ethical treatment of animals and I like the print on it as well. It's super cool, which I put aside for my best friend's son for his 8th birthday. And then I also purchased these 2 little kits. One of them is like those old-fashioned paper dolls, only it's made out of wood and magnets, so it will last a lot longer, and it's a mermaid version of that. And then this really cute stamper set for my friend's daughters who are 3.5 and 5, so they're good ages where they can get creative, and once again they can develop those fine motor skills. And as I said before, they're toys that are going to last for a long time as well. Also for Louis, I grabbed this little set from IKEA. It's just their stainless steel kitchen pot set, which I know a lot of people have. They're very popular and very affordable, so I picked that one up to go with Louis' little mixer. And on top of that, I'm also making him for his birthday a mud kitchen. I don't know if you guys have heard of these things before, but they're like an outdoor play kitchen. They're often just made up of a little sink and a bit of bench space so kids can get into the water and get messy with mud. Some of them have taps on them as well, which I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to add yet, because I don't know if I trust my children to have free use of a tap. We will see. But given that Louis loves his little kitchen for the indoors so much, I thought it'd be really fun to add one to the outdoors, especially because we are planning on moving in with my parents while we build our home in the new year, which means that the kids will have access to a sand pit every day, and for that reason a mud kitchen just seemed like the perfect option for him at this stage, as well as the fact that it's something that I've made myself, so I put my heart into it, and I feel like that's really special. Next, I picked up these little skim boards from Aldi. They were only $20 each, and while they are like a foam skim board, they're really large, and they do have the little handle on them for my 2 nephews for Christmas. So I've got one in red and one in blue, and that's just going to be part of their Christmas present, but I thought it was something that'd be good because it's not like a toy, but it's something that they will use and have a lot of fun with over the summer. And then lastly, or at least I hope lastly, because I don't think I've forgotten anything, cross fingers I haven't. If not, I might just have to throw them into my next video and just make a little amendment there. But I think I've gotten most of the toys. I actually also just got a box sent to me full of Moose toys today. So I thought I'd show you guys some of the things that I got. Firstly, we got a couple of these Pop-It sets, and I believe you just like make mini clay creations out of it. So it's something that I know Heidi would be really into at the moment, and while once again I'm not a huge fan of plasticky toys and things, I feel like this is sort of a semi-disposable toy or something that you can use to make things, which is something that gets them creative, and because it's got all the bright colorful pieces in it, it's something that Heidi is going to love a lot. So I might add this in as a stocking stuffer. And then I've got a few other boxes of these as well. I've got like a little handbag kit and a little puppy cat animal making kit. So I actually currently have my little cousin staying here with us, and she is about 9, so she might want to do one of these with Heidi tomorrow. I don't know, we might break one open just for the fun of it. Then I also got a couple of packs of these Quixels, and I've heard a lot of things about these. Once again, it's something that has a lot of little pieces in it, which isn't my biggest, most favorite thing, but it's something that's creative. So if they can all go outside, and provided that the pieces don't get everywhere, they're all right by me. And these ones, you just sort of take each of the individual little brick shapes and put them into the grid, and then when you spray them with the solution, they sort of all stick together and you can make these little pieces. So I definitely do see the value in these sets, and we've got 4 of those. We got the deep sea kit, the martial arts kit, the medieval kit, and the skeleton army kit. So they might be something which would be a good stocking stuffer as well. I might be able to put one in for Archie, one each for my nephews, and then I might just pop one over to my friend's son for something for him to do over the holidays. I also got these, the Grocery Gang mini corny chips. Are they all the same? Yeah, mini corny chips. I don't really know what these are, but my little cousin says that they're really cool and the kids like them. So we might open those tomorrow and have a look at them. Maybe she might want those ones. And then we got a couple of packs of these Beatos as well, which are, I believe, the same thing as Quixels, only more sort of the girly themed brand. So we've got the Be Sweet frozen treat set, Friends sleepover set, Tropical Delights, an animal nursery. So once again, maybe that's something that I might pop in as good stocking stuffers, and it is something that they can do over the holidays. So in that sense, I really do like the idea of them. I mean, if it's getting them outside, it's getting them creative, and they're having fun, then it's all right by me. Oh, and also for Heidi's birthday, she really wanted a baby doll. So I got her this gorgeous little Asian doll from Miniland. They are a really great brand for kids. They are more on the expensive side, but they are an educational doll. They are anatomically correct, so you can get them in the boy or the girl version. And they come in a range of different ethnicities as well, which is aimed at teaching children equality and to be open-minded and accepting of everybody regarding their gender, regarding their race. So I got this one for Heidi because I just think she's the cutest little doll, and Heidi is in love. She's been calling her Daisy and making me strap her into the car with her every single day. So that was definitely a win toy there. Anyway, so that is the end of my something the kids want and something for the kids to wear video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing it, and I'm very sorry I couldn't include everything. It's just a difficult time when you're waiting on postage and it's sort of a little bit delayed with the Christmas season. I'm crossing my fingers and my toes that they actually arrive on time, because Christmas is just a few days away, so I might actually have to run out and purchase a few new extra things, which I'm not entirely jazzed about doing. The shops are crazy at the moment. Henceforth why I really like to shop online, and it's a way better way to get good deals, good sales. A lot of the time you can get free shipping, so I'm a huge advocate for shopping online. Like I said, I want to see from you guys what you have purchased for Christmas. If Santa has given you guys a little sneak peek at what your children are getting, I want to hear about it in the comments below. Make sure to keep your eyes peeled for my other social media accounts, as mentioned before, just to see the sneak peeks of all the other items that I have got, provided that they do arrive. And make sure you hit subscribe on these videos. I know I said it in my last video. I know you guys have probably been seeing it in a lot of other videos that YouTube has gone cray at the moment. It is unsubscribing people. It's not showing people the videos that they have been subscribed to. It's just all muddled up at the moment. So if you do want to make sure you see these videos, make sure to hit that little bell which notifies you guys when I do have a video go up. And of course, make sure to do the same for all of your other favorite YouTubers, because you don't want to miss out on their videos, and we as YouTubers don't want you guys to be missing out on our content that we're making specially for you. So make sure you go and do that. And other than that, I'll see you guys all next time. Bye!